Obviously, I'm just doing this for the job. I'm only doing this because I have to. Less than 20 steps off the plane. Yes. Oh, just like that. I'm $1 down. Okay, well, that was very easy to lose. We're in Vegas and we're going to the Summit Club. But what we're really looking for is Jerry's, the halfway house. But it's always nice to, you know, go in kind of blind and not having any expectation and not really knowing what it's going to look like. I always quite like that. We do know it's very exclusive and we're being taken in through a back entrance. It's that exclusive. Time to go. I feel like this, out of everything we've visited so far, is going to be completely different. Even just looking at the scenery ahead of us, these unbelievable red rocky mountains, I just don't know if I've ever seen anything like this in my life. And it's Las Vegas. Everything is, you know, out there when it comes to putting on a show and impressing people. I've just got a feeling they're not going to leave any stone unturned. I'm excited. I've got little butterflies in my tummy. I feel like, ooh. My first impressions, very, very exclusive. And, you know, there's not one person on this property that's not accounted for. And these members are some very lucky ducks. They've got 250 houses on this property, and right now they've got about 200 members of the golf. You have to have a property to be a member here, so that's the first thing. If you want to bring a guest on, you can as a member, but you can only do that 6 times a year. So this is very private, very exclusive, and very impressive. Greg Morris is our tour guide today. He's in charge of all things golf here at the club. He's been here for 3 years, and Greg's just been explaining a little bit about the kind of way this club operates. He says, you know, if they have 40 golfers playing the course on a day, that's a busy day for them. So it's kind of millionaires golf, really. This is the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. I think this would take some beating in Las Vegas because you've got elevation here. You're 3,000 feet above sea level. And apparently the Las Vegas Strip is 1,200 feet, so you're further up, which means you've got these amazing views, but you're not too far away from all the action, so it's kind of got the best of both, really. So this is not the halfway house that we've come to see, but it is a comfort station that exists here. It's just before the 6th tee. It's perhaps a little bit of a tease, a little bit of a flavour of what we're going to get later on at Jerry's, but it's unofficially called Frank. It's a little nod to Frank Sinatra. There's a tunnel that takes you through this golf course. We've not been there yet either, and it exclusively plays Frank Sinatra music. So this is Frank's, and it's a pretty solid start to our day here today. Greg was telling me this is kind of designed around the morning, because obviously it's the first place you come. There was a lot of thought behind this to kind of get kids on the golf course, families on the golf course. So initially it was like sweets and hot. This hydration stuff looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Gatorade almost.
Amazing, I'll take one of
Blood
those.
orange, berry, or citrus.
I'll take citrus, please. Thank you so much, appreciate that. You gotta stay hydrated in this heat. It's starting to really heat up now. This morning it was quite cool. You know, I had a jumper and a jacket on, and now it's getting hot. But look at this view. It's a bit of me, really. Skyline's quite, the Las Vegas Strip there is quite useful for like pulling out a target.
So Raider Stadium is over here to
Yeah.
the right, and then you're going all the way over to the stratosphere. So a lot of points on this golf course, especially when you get to hole 10 and stuff, you say aim at the stratosphere, or aim at this. Resorts World's down there, you got the wind and the Encore straight ahead. So as they are our mountains, those are our aiming points too, just because of the view. Really good. That's right at the greenside bunker.
When you're playing a golf hole, you can't see any of the other golf holes. You can't see the rest of the golf course, and that's exactly what's happening here. Your entire focus and attention is drawn down the hole into this little valley that we're playing, and it could be a one-hole golf course for all I know, because you cannot see any other hole. And that's, I think, intentional, so that you're really focused on the hole that you're playing, and it's very, very private. Again, you know, you don't see any other golfers. You could play 18 holes here and probably never see another group, because you kind of feel like you've got it all to yourself.
Fantastic.
Stay right, ball.
You're good. That kicks a little right.
Green in regulation.
Nice.
1 from 1.
All right, you've hit 3 perfect shots.
Pressure there.
Good putt.
Okay. These greens are immaculate. I can see why the tour pros like to come here.
Well, it's practicing on the same conditions that they see each week.
Yeah.
So that's what they love about it.
1 hole closer to Jerry's.
Perfect. It's just like press and repeat.
Sit.
That's perfect. Take it. Oh, great try.
Robbery.
That was a good stroke.
Robbery. Still,
Yeah.
2 pars isn't too shabby.
Back-to-back pars is perfect.
That's okay. Ooh. I absolutely love Frank Sinatra. How amazing. Fabulous. I just feel that little bit classier now. It is like an oasis, a private oasis.
The great thing about Jerry's is that it's positioning. So, and again, it's all about relaxation and everything else. So you come off hole number 9, maybe you're hungry, you're gonna stop. But what typically happens is if you're not hungry and someone did stop, the other group just goes through.
Yeah,
because
I love that.
you know that this is hole 13 right here, and you're gonna get another opportunity to come back
Yeah.
if you didn't stop. So pace of play and everything else is not an issue.
Yeah. That's kind of what you want, isn't it? You know, you want that in a halfway house. You want to feel like if you're in the mood, because you're in a different mood every time you play golf, right? Sometimes you feel like you're a purist mindset. You're there to hit the shots and go home. And other days you're there, the golf's kind of the accessory to the experience that you're having.
So this is Jerry's.
Wow.
So with Jerry's comes Jerry Weintraub. So Jerry Weintraub was a friend of Discovery's, a great friend, and also a mentor of Mike Hellman. I had a personal relationship with him, and Jerry Weintraub being a movie producer, song producer, and everything, it's only fitting in Las Vegas that he has a place named after him with everything that he's done.
Yeah.
So that's why it's named Jerry. So on the walls, besides you see Jerry Weintraub Presents, that was a name that he used, but you have old kind pictures of Jerry Weintraub. He had Elvis Presley back in the day.
Not a terrible client to have.
Not at all.
It's got that kind of retro vibe.
Yeah.
You know, there's like that, the floor, some of the stuff around here, it's kind of almost verging towards a really classy, like sort of parlor.
Exactly.
You know, the kind of parlor vibe.
Exactly.
That's what I'm getting in here, is that kind of, I feel like there's going to be a good scoop of ice cream waiting for me somewhere.
Well, we actually have ice cream right here and all
Really?
the toppings right there.
Oh, yes.
And then when you look at what we offer, I mean, there's fresh soups every single day.
This is amazing.
This is all of our stuff that we do,
Yeah.
but we do it and we brand it ourselves.
Wow.
So it's easy just to put all this stuff out, but it makes sense if you put it out with the own branding of the Summit Club.
This is incredible. It's kind of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Exactly.
It's like lots of little things that's all under the umbrella of the Summit Club. I'm incredibly impressed.
So a soup of the day, we always have chili here. You have nachos, you have all the toppings that you can put on that. Chef Willie's back here all the time.
Hey, Willie.
We're back here all the time just making whatever you want. And over here, it's kind of a list of what we actually have.
That is a good looking menu.
Are you hungry?
And I've not even done 9 holes. Yeah, I'm definitely hungry.
Can we do the Wagyu slider? Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Takes you back, right?
What is that reminding me of? It's the Rice Krispies that you used to make with your mom.
Over here is all the beers, Casamigo machine, which is a margarita.
What, this?
100%.
That's just a margarita machine.
Right?
Wow.
Right?
It's like an adult slush puppy.
100%.
It's definitely got that Las Vegas vibe. And until I came here, I wasn't really sure what that was. I thought playful, a little bit flamboyant, entertaining, and classy.
Right.
It's kind of got that lovely combination of those ingredients.
I would agree.
That is phenomenal. Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. They look fabulous. And it's just, you feel very well looked after. I'm getting the sense that's really important to Summit, that the members and their guests are their number one.
Right. That spills over into everything. To when you get out of your car, to when you hit your first shot, you walk into the golf house, to when you play the first 6 holes, go to the first conversation, come down here. I mean, our main thing at Summit and Discovery is to make you not want, because everything is sitting right in front of you.
Oh, wow. It's like you've been let loose in a candy store. Okay, you just tried to fill it illegally full. I mean, what other halfway house do you know that offers this? Because I've never been there. Obviously, I'm just doing this for the job. I'm only doing this because I have to. If I was a member here, I think I'd be in big trouble. What do I really think of this place? I think it's very unusual to marry such luxury with playfulness together. And quite frankly, I think this takes halfway houses to another level. It's not over the top, this halfway house, but what you do get inside and what's on offer is absolutely everything that you're looking for. The service and the people here at Summit really, really care. They want you to have an unbelievable experience. And I think that is a little bit of Las Vegas right there. It's entertainment, it's frivolity, it's fun. You're coming out feeling a little bit younger in spirit because you feel like you're a kid in a candy shop in there, everything at your disposal, and you feel satisfied and you feel like, you know, you're free to have as much or as little fun as you want to. And be careful because you might get carried away.